He was actually a goat for real. He was just my guy because shit.
I say tap in, tap in. I say pull up, pull up. I say even this shit crank. Yo, it's the Whatever Podcast. It's on you, Ruth.
What's up, baby? We live.
We live.
What's happening?
We're solo. We waiting on you. But we're gonna kick it off until our third co-host get here today.
First off, how you doing, my brother?
Man, I'm doing well. I'm happy to be off the day job. Now we doing what we love to do. Talking about whatever.
Exactly. It's a lot of whatever that could be done since we done did this one. You know what I mean? A lot of shit. A lot of stuff we could talk about. First off, I wanna. What's Salo? What's happening?
What's good?
My kids invading. Y'all.
What it do?
Good, y'all. Y'all can kick it off. Y'all see we got the topics today. Man,
Yo. Welcome to the Whatever Show, man.
How was y'all Super Bowl week?
Whatever.
Man. Super Bowl week. Shoot, for being in Tampa, mine was kind of chill, man. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really had much going on. I know the game. I was tore up. I don't know how I made it to work the next morning.
Big facts.
But it kind of made me proud. I went to somebody put like a compilation video together with Tampa. Everybody celebrating. I was like, yeah, that's my city, baby. You know how we get down. You got Chiefs fans taking off their jersey, throwing the jersey on the ground, stomping out. I was like, hey, everybody messing with Tampa, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? I'll go back up north now. All right.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. I feel like a Tampa fan now too. Like, man, I'm a Buccaneer. I even about to the football team. I think I'm a not to go against you, bro, but I was watching college basketball last night, and I always liked Florida State Seminoles. And I was like, man, I might make that my team. But then I just seen your flag, and I was like, oh, I can't do that.
Hey, I don't care. Shoot. I'm saying we might be enemies, but I'm saying, yeah, person.
Yeah, it feels good to be a Floridian right now.
Same thing. Well, we got the Raptors now too.
I hope.
Yeah, we got
Tampa Raptors.
Yeah, it might be one of them things like, you know what, we made a lot of money in Florida. Oh, as an owner, I'm deciding that we're gonna stay in Tampa, Florida. I think it's the best decision. Now Drake gonna have to move to Tampa. You know what I'm saying? Now they gonna bring all the money to Tampa, man.
I hope it's me. I'm like, man, we came here in perfect timing because, like, now we here, and we had an actual. It's kind of, you know how we is. We take one topic and it goes to whatever. But I have to start with a rant. So we think that it was rigged that Tampa Bay had every champion, and then the NBA had the bubble right here. And if you live in Tampa, you know they gentrifying. We feel like they let the Buccaneers rig their squad just for they can bring money to the city. Now investors can come gentrify.
That's funny. I was talking to Ken about that. I was like, look at it. I think Bill Gates he bought a little chunk of Tampa. I think it probably was a Bayshore. You know what I'm saying, don't quote me, but I was like, yeah, they finna bring all the money to Tampa. The hockey team won. The baseball team, they went to the World Series, but they ended up losing. I think the soccer team, the local Tampa soccer team, whoever they is, I know they got pretty far. You know what I'm saying? Now you got the Raptors down here. But yeah, I definitely agree with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not even like I talked to you before. I text you, I was like, it don't seem real. Like it kind of seemed like the Lakers winning. You know what I'm saying? Like it seemed like everything was kind of set up. It did seem like yeah. It kind of seemed a little LA all day. It kind of seemed a little organic. You know what I'm saying, when we end up winning. But hey, I'll take it though. You know what I'm saying? It's another ring for the boys.
Speaking of the ring for the boys.
I guess his sea legs aren't what they used to be. If you like content like Hammered Tom Brady in public, please hit that subscribe button below. Day drunk and maskless, he's become a true Florida man.
Yes, sir. I love it, man. I love it. It's funny they're showing his after he went with the Patriots. You know what I'm saying, he's being all the family, man, kissing his kids. You know what I'm saying, got all covered up, man, all smiles on his face. And they compared it when he won with the Bucks. That boy turned. Tom Brady don't drink. You know what I'm saying, I think you know that too, Chris. We know Tom Brady, he don't really drink like that. So that boy come to Florida, man. Hey, Chris, come on down here, man. You know what I'm saying, you know, we get right down here, man. Shoot, come on.
I mean, y'all got all the championships. You know what I mean? Might have to.
It's a lovely place, man. We got
too much stuff shaking down there right now. I might have to.
Yeah, man. Hey, they talk about DeSantis, man, but I'm saying your boy, he leaving the state open, man. They trying to restrict travel out of Florida, whatever, man. I'm like, man, leave us alone, man. We Gucci, man. Don't bother us.
I don't know, man. I was watching the news. They said there's 7 new homegrown COVID variants in the United States. And I was like, they said they're not going to say the vaccination won't work against it, but they did say that. Man, go ahead, Wyru. You've been a little quiet. Go ahead, attack the ticker, man.
Oh, well, you know, the first thing that I want to talk about is Nipsey and Jay. You know what I'm saying? That right there. I'm like I'm riding down the street, right? And I got my girl in the car. Like, I think we're gonna get some food or something. And I hear Nipsey. And I'm like, oh, I ain't heard this yet. When did it drop? And then like she's still talking. And then I heard Jay-Z. I was like, excuse me. I was like, hold up. I ain't heard this yet. I was like, that's Hov, like, and that's Nipsey. I was like, what is going on? So I had to run it back again. I played it like 3 times. I would say Jay-Z is like Tom Brady right now. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say he getting better with age, but he ain't falling off. Ain't nobody think a rapper could come drop a number 1 single with it. I think that's gonna go up to the charts to me. I love it.
Jalapeno. Hey, that boy funny, man. It's funny because he's from St. Pete and we went to college together. He always used to hate on Tampa. Like we'll go back and forth. Like like St. Pete trash, he like Tampa trash, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So he in his hating mode right now. It's all good, Junior. I still love him, baby.
Where was we? Right. The Nipsey and Hov. Yeah, that dropped Friday, and I'm a big supporter of Tidal. I listen to I stream all my music on Tidal. So Friday morning, I see it. I kind of got wind of it. I played it, and I was like, man, that was like the perfect feeling for after being in the Bay and Tampa Bay just winning the Super Bowl. It was like, this is what it feels like. Like, man, it gave you chills, and then it kind of made you sad because he gone. But yeah, that's a hard song.
It's funny, did he drop that when Nas dropped his joint too? I ain't listened to Nas joint yet.
He did it again.
What's up with that, man? I don't know. I don't know if that's a mutual thing. Like they came together. Like, no, it's competition, man. You know, in the '90s, it was all competition. You know what I'm saying? So they probably like, man, let's drop it at the same time, man. I'm saying, see who hotter. You know
I mean, but when's a better time to drop a like? If I see that Nas about to drop something, and I'm like, shit, my fans is his fans. So if they already looking for music, they're gonna be like, oh, Jay drop something too, or they're gonna be like, Nas drop something too. So either way, I think it's gonna work out on both favors. So it's not like if Jay-Z doing it to try to be petty, I don't think he's taking away from Nas. I think he actually helping him. But
I don't think he dropped nothing. But while looking for something, I just found that Nas has writing credits on Megan Thee Stallion's Circles.
I didn't hear that song, but it must have been lit.
The beat's hard, but like that's random as hell. Nas writing for maybe she just borrowed one of his quotes or something. But that's pretty dope. But yeah.
I remember we was talking about the Nas and Jay-Z thing a while ago. We was like, it could be Nas that's doing it. You know what I'm saying? He could be dropping his junk on purpose, man. Just because, hey, you know what I'm saying? You tried me before, so I'm saying I'm on your head for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, it could be vice versa. It could be mutual. It could be competition. You know what I'm saying? But I'm cool with it. I like it. At first I was like Jay-Z. I ain't never really rock with Jay-Z like that. I was like, man, F that nigga. But now I'm like, you know, it's cool.
Yeah. I think it's kind of over with for both of them. At this point, it's like we owe. That's the only reason we rock with them.
Nah,
don't nobody actually want to hear a whole album from them. But I think if they drop singles like this, they can still be cool.
Actually, it's this one there's one teenage girl in my class, whatever. She actually said she's a big fan of Nas.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, when he dropped his King Disease, she's like, yeah, I heard it. I was like, okay, hey, I might get you an A just cause.
Extra credit.
Yeah, extra credit. You know what I'm saying?
Extra credit right there.
Yes, I think it depends on the mindset. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm saying it was already ingrained in us. That's what we grew up on. But I'm saying kids coming up in this generation, depends on their mindset pretty much.
You right.
I mean, the other thing about it is nostalgia is kind of in right now. So, you know what I'm saying? A lot of kids is going back and listening to the Jay-Z's and the Nas. And like, my girl daughter went a record player, and she went older like rap music. She don't even want like the newer stuff. So it's kind of weird.
You right. My son, y'all know he's 13. His favorite rapper is Jid, but you only find Jid if you're very hip to Cole. And I got him hip to MF Doom. And like MF Doom is my dude, but everybody know he kind of like alternative rap. Sometimes the late great, rest in peace. That was like 2 weeks ago. We missed that, but my son to jump in the whip like throwing some MF Doom. Dad, I was like, I like him, but not that much. But yeah, you're right. It is some kids out here that's trying to keep it going, and Chris was right too about the nostalgia. Retro is a thing. The retro.
Yeah. Plus these kids, man, I'm saying they all on YouTube. I'm saying so some of them use to their advantage to do the research. I'm saying dig a little deeper what's going on in music. I'm saying whether it's music, technology, or whatever topic. I'm saying they do their research, dig a little deeper into it. They take advantage of it, so they don't just gotta listen to what's on the radio or what's being shoved down their throat. So
And
All day,
platforms
every
like
day.
us, and platforms like us, they can come check us out, listen to the whatever podcast opinion. Like that's why I wanted to do this, bro. It's like cause my father, my stepdad, he's man, I call him my bonus dad. He loves basketball. He only watched Colin Cowherd, the Talking Heads, and he had called me right after something happened, and I'm debating him, and it's kind of like some of his point. You can tell he's influenced by national TV, and it's like, man, there's so many people out here that only know what is told from the Talking Heads on TV. So it's like how we like
Segue.
underground rap, we underground media.
yeah,
Segue on that, since you were talking about like the NBA, it's a lot of crazy stuff going on in the NBA. We can start with the Draymond Green stuff. Did y'all see where he blew up on the press conference talking about how they sitting out Blake Griffin and Draymond Green?
No,
nah,
I read about it this morning, but I only seen the headline.
No, I seen it. Basically, what it is like he came to the defense of James Harden, talking about like everybody know James Harden was dogging it at the beginning of the season, and then everybody was giving him hell for it. Basically, talking about like, oh, he need to play because it's in his contract. Like everybody can tell that he's not playing hard, and they gave him all types of shit. But now when these teams are trying to trade somebody and they want to get him out of there, they just gonna sit him down instead of having him play so he can build up his value and build up more equity into himself. So that right there, Draymond just basically went off in it after the game interview that basically ain't had nothing to do with nothing. But for real, he made a lot of sense because how y'all gonna talk about James Harden but won't talk about these owners that are just trade somebody out of there or sit somebody down? So it's basically the same thing that James Harden did, but just the owner did it. So.
So who do you think is right in that situation?
I mean, Draymond ain't right at all for bringing that up in a press conference.
yeah. Why did he bring it up? Just
Because
somebody
Draymond gonna
asked
say
about it.
Draymond is Charles Barkley. So I feel like he's setting up his career to do that. So I feel like he can talk on everything. That's how I feel, in my opinion. But I feel like the owners can do whatever they want. If they want to sit you, they can sit you because they write the contract. I mean, shit, just sit there and take the check. That's what basically everybody's saying. But the other part of it is like, say if I go out and ball, get 50 in these next 2 games, instead of somebody saying, oh, they'll trade and give me a bonus or something for signing with them, now I can't even do nothing. They don't know if I'm hurt. They don't know why you sitting me. It could be any backstory that they want to create, and they can control the narrative and say you was a bad teammate. You know what I mean? But that's my rant.
I think it's kind of I'm laughing at Solo. Like, what you got a bug on your camera?
Oh, this
man,
shit. Oh, I keep doing this shit.
I think it's fair because, like, either way it goes, like back in the day, players used to like how they think the Texans about to trade the boy. What?
You stupid, man.
boy Watson. in New Jersey, so that shit not fair. So it's all fair. 11. Hey, give me my daughter's trying to take my juice. Get out. So all is fair. Some people trying to get traded, like LeBron still in championships. Now KD still in championship. You can't really complain. Like now they doing that. Heck yeah, I'm gonna make your trade value whack before I can get a good trade off you.
But can you do that in football though? When you bring up Deshaun Watson, I don't think it's a whole different story.
It's kind of different, but in the rules of football, you know what they do. You want to ask out, we're gonna send you to Antarctica. We're not about to send you.
Eskimo.
Yeah, that's how it works in football. Like that's why people don't like what LeBron did, because like, oh, you unhappy, and now he took the power from the owners to the players, and now. It used to be like that. You ask out, you going to Utah. We're gonna send you to play for the Pistons. You know.
Yeah, in football they got a little bit more free range now. I'm saying where if they get traded somewhere, they be like, I ain't playing that. Like, I don't know why you sent me there. Why you brought me here? You wasted your time.
I heard a story about that. Gronk said he got traded to the Lions in 2017, and then he was like, "Oh, I retired." He was like, "Oh," and then he woke up the trade was gone.
I didn't want to go to Detroit, bro.
Man, don't nobody want to be in Detroit. Barry Sanders don't want to be in Detroit. Calvin Johnson ain't want to be in Detroit.
What you think about
they want to be in Detroit?
Matt Stafford.
How Calvin? Yeah, what y'all think about Megatron being first ballot and T.O. wasn't?
Well, I mean, he had the numbers, so Megatron's like, I mean, he was one of a kind, really. You know what I'm saying, so that's understandable.
It's football. I'll say that point.
And yeah, and when it come down to the NFL Hall of Fame, I'm saying it kind of comes the criteria, even though they don't say it. I'm saying it comes to a lot of off the field stuff too.
It's the writers that make the criteria. So I mean, if you ain't make the writers happy, or you wasn't a quote unquote good guy, you're gonna have more issues. And that's basically all they wanted to do to T.O. T.O. know he was about to get in the Hall of Fame, but they wanted to slap his wrist like, oh, you wanted to act up and do all of this extra stuff. So you know what? You're going to wait. But the thing is, with Calvin, can't nobody deny his numbers.
Nah. But I think T.O., something interesting T.O. said, he was like Reggie Wayne and Torrey Holt. They should have been first ballots before Calvin.
No.
Which I like both of them. You know, Reggie Wayne, all about the youth. I like Torrey Holt. That boy balled out, but I think T.O. was just being salty about it, though.
Let's look at, if we line up Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt next to Megatron, who you picking first?
I'm not agreeing with that nigga.
But Wayne and Isaac Bruce and Torrey Holt in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, but they weren't first ballot.
Okay. So honestly, them niggas, them dudes are more like Jerry Rice, as in T.O. and Megatron is like, and Randy Moss is like the new breed.
Super freaks. They're the super freaks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I consider
Reggie Wayne gonna get in there, but they all gonna get in there.
Calvin Johnson. Like,
that's
his two together, and you got Calvin Johnson.
Was Andre Johnson eligible this year? Or that's next year? I think he should have been first ballot.
I think he got a few more years. I thought he just quit.
Nah, he
might have one or two, but I'm not sure. But he been out for a while.
Yeah, I know he coming up soon. I know he probably coming up this year, 2022. But I know he was first ballot. And
did y'all see Johnny Manziel playing arena football, like worse than arena football?
Did you see the stats?
Yeah, he went crazy. Didn't he go crazy?
No, he only completed one pass.
What? I've only seen the touchdown run.
I know. That's the only highlight.
I guess that's why he under arena lead.
I seen him
But
take
no,
off.
here's the quote on the Blazers. Whether we win or lose, we booze. That was his quote after the game.
Zappers.
Oh, Zappers, my bad. Under the Zappers, win or
Oh
lose, we
man.
booze.
I seen him break out for like a 60-yard run, and then I seen him have a touchdown run. I seen Shannon Sharp say he should be ashamed of himself. And it's time to get out of here. So I thought it was a debate brewing because evidently Shannon Sharp and Dion had various opinions on it, but I only seen the run. I didn't know he had one completion.
Yeah, you ain't seen no passes.
Yeah, they would have showed the whole highlight. You know what I'm saying? They were, oh, Johnny football, look, check him out. But one complete pass in arena league. You supposed to have like 500 yards passing, man.
You know, 8 touchdowns.
Yeah, easily, man. So that's kind of.
And
Yeah, I'm with Shannon Sharp.
And Chris Hayday, he could have did that.
Especially the runs, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that kind of reminded me of backyard football. I was like, damn, I remember doing that. You know what I'm saying? The Sandlot.
I know people that played arena football. Like, it's I can't believe that's where Shannon Sharp said he need to be ashamed of himself because it's like, bro, you playing with me. Like, if I wanted to keep playing football, I'd like that's you playing with me. Like, Deuce was the Heisman champion.
Deuce, that was on here, that one episode. My frat brother, he played arena football for I don't know, it was a blue team. He had like 4 tryouts for the league and ended up in the arena. So it's like I know what you're saying too. Like, come on, you a Heisman Trophy winner and you can't. Come on, man.
Dang,
Sad.
beat Bama. Beat Bama. I mean, he did have Mike Evans though. You know what I'm saying, so that definitely made him look a little better than what he was.
Super Bowl champ Mike Evans.
Speaking of Buccaneers wide receiver, man, Vincent Jackson, man, he ended up dying. They found him dead in a hotel. That was crazy.
Yeah, we got to figure out what that happened.
He was reported missing for like a week, and police came and found him at his hotel, and he said he cool. No, he died a few days later or something.
That's crazy.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
R.I.P.
So,
Fun enough.
I like to. Oh, hold on. I'll wait for the movie reviews. Let's get to Chris. Didn't get the. I don't think we asked you your opinion on Goaty. Tom Brady. Is he where he at in GOAT? Now after getting the 7th Super Bowl.
What type of GOAT are we saying? The GOAT of football or the GOAT of athletes?
Quarterback. Is that what you're saying?
Statistically,
football
he's
or
the
quarterback?
GOAT.
Yeah.
Statistically, he the GOAT to me.
Yeah.
Statistically, he's the GOAT. But it's always a but. Just like a black girl. But I would say I would pick Joe Montana if I would had to like get a football team to win the basically if this was the Monstars of Space Jam of football and I could get any quarterback that I think was going to win the game, I would go Joe Montana. Hey girl.
Hey Beanie.
Beanie had to make an appearance. No, get out. Keep it real with the fans. We still trying to come up. You know? Get out of here.
But yeah, I would go with Joe Montana if I had to one drive. Like Joe Montana won the game. Like every time Tom Brady then won the Super Bowl, did he ever really do the game winning drive? Or did he get him
Seattle.
within the 30, the kicker? Then the kicker came over and finished it off. Just saying.
That Seattle game, I think he got the game winning touchdown drive.
Is that a thing though?
But they shouldn't even have did that in Seattle because it should have been the run play where they should have gave it the beast mode on the 1 yard line. It shouldn't even have happened. That's the worst.
But it wasn't.
Ever.
But let's touch on your point. Let's touch on your.
That's a what if. That's a what if. I mean, we can't.
Hey, let's debate.
I remember Shannon Sharp was like, he's like, we can't go for what ifs. He's like, what if a frog had pockets? If a frog had pockets, he'll hold a knife in it and kill the snake before it's I remember my boy was like, if a frog had pockets, he'll hold bugs in it. There ain't no holding damn knife.
But is that really a thing? Is that a thing that it matters if you get a touchdown or you just get them close enough to the field goal? Like, because I used to hate that about Tom Brady. And I always wondered, like, does that make him sweet that he can win in a minute by getting you 40 yards versus the person who wins the game on his back? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I guess that was really just those first 3 Super Bowls, though. You know what I'm saying, where they won by 3 points. That Seattle one, that was a game-winning drive. You got to think about the Falcons.
They whooped their ass.
That comeback. You know what I'm saying? The boys came back. The Rams Super Bowl, that was just straight defense. That was like 13-3. But, I mean, they scored the points that they needed. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
Let's think about it like this. Let's think about
so
it
many.
Jordan is Jordan because of what he did in those situations. It wasn't that Jordan made the LeBron pass, like the correct pass. No, he built a fadeaway on 2 niggas and made it cash game. You know what I'm saying? Or he pulled up on Craig Elo, just jumped over top of him and cash game. Oh, but I bet somebody was open in the corner, but it's Jordan. So that's where I kind of look at it. It's like Tom Brady was doing the LeBron thing. That, yeah, I'm gonna dribble down the court, drop it off, and go make that 3. Like, you know what I'm saying? And then Joe Montana, in my eyes, was more like a Jordan. I'm a killer. Like, oh, we ain't about to fuck a field goal. I'm Joe Cool. I'm about to take us down the field. But
yeah.
Yeah.
My goal is Michael Vick.
That's everybody GOAT, man. That's the easy one though.
Yeah.
Michael Vick had me team hopping there. I was a Falcons fan for a little bit.
The GOAT of all GOATs for real, like if y'all really want to, like, if we just talking about quarterbacks, is Warren Moon. He's thrown for more yards professionally than any other quarterback ever. I think
Warren Marino?
Warren Moon. Because if you add up his Canadian stats, because they wouldn't let him play quarterback in the league, then he played in the AFL like a year or 2. So he had like 6 or 7 years where he was putting up 4,000 yards that they don't even take into account. He won 3 Canadian championships, came back down here and was playing for the Oilers, who was ass, but they still, like, he still put up like 4,000 or 5,000 yard seasons almost every year. And then when he 40, got with Randy Moss, Chris Carter, and broke records then. So it was like he was the first Tom Brady, but he just didn't have Belichick. If he'd have had Belichick, come on now.
Ooh, I like that. You want to segue into that?
Yeah,
I hear a lot of people saying it's Tom Brady, but I'm saying you got to think about the situation Tom Brady's put in with the Bucks.
Yeah.
Damn.
I always tell people, I was like, shoot, last year we were 30 interceptions away from making the playoffs.
Damn. Yeah. Hey, what y'all think about y'all think Winston gonna be a good replacement for Breeze?
No.
He did good.
When Winston was at Florida, I liked Winston when he was at Florida State. When he came to the Bucks, I was like, okay, that's what's up. You know what I'm saying? Just because he displayed a lot of that leadership. But then I was like, this man goofy, man. Like, why you doing this stupid stuff, bro? I'm like, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? I think something is wrong with him though, man. But I don't know. If you get a coach like Sean Payton, he might do right with him. You know what I'm saying? It was funny when Drew Brees was out, they ended up going with the boy, what's his name? Tatum Hill.
Yeah.
They was probably like, all right, but Breeze is out. We just need somebody that's going to take care of the football. We know you're a good thrower. You know we got talent, but we're not really trying to turn the ball over right now. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying?
He's a gunslinger. You can't trust him. Like
So,
he
right.
can make every throw that any quarterback that you want. Like he's
Yeah.
strong, he's tall,
Think
he's
about
he's mobile,
he had about
but
5,000 yards passing in
he
2019.
just makes bad decisions.
He's crazy as hell, man.
hold
I
on, hold on,
mean,
hold on, hold on.
didn't he just steal the crabs?
Oh yeah,
What? Yeah,
he used to
hold on.
crab
Let,
man Winston.
let's get back to basketball. We just went on. I got a little jealous. I just like froze. Like, hold on, damn. What are we talking about again? Let's talk about some basketball, guys. Because we are live on DS News as well.
Then you threw the topic at us.
Right.
Yeah, you know.
Hold on. So my topic of the day for NBA is Embiid versus LeBron for MVP. They both number one. No, actually, the Lakers are number two, and the Jazz are number one. Philadelphia number one in the East. It's looking like Embiid and LeBron for a MVP showdown. But the craziest thing is the Jazz has the 18-1 streak versus covering the spread. Like it's the best run in the last 10 years. They covered the spread 18 games in a row. Like that's nuts. But what y'all think about that? MVP in Utah covering the spread.
I like it.
Well, I would say Joel Embiid. I would rather see him get it than LeBron right now, personally, because you got to just look at the growth he's taken in this 1 year. So I would love for them to go ahead and if he can keep playing and stay as relatively healthy as he's been, I'd love to see him get it. And then as far as the Jazz go, I mean, Donovan Mitchell's been balling, so if he can continue to ball the way he been balling, he might be able to sneak his way into some type of consideration. But if they
That
stay
boy,
number one, it's gonna be hard to keep him out of there.
what y'all think though about Steph Curry, man? He averaging 35 over the last 6 games, and he is the only player in the MVP race without a Robin. Like Draymond is his Robin. Andrew Wiggins is his Robin. When LeBron got AD, Claude got PG, Embiid got Ben Simmons. Giannis, I don't think they're gonna give it to him this year.
I guess it really shows. Dang, Draymond is Robin. Like that ain't. Respect to his game, but that ain't gonna get it done. You know what I'm saying
they the AC right now,
and he's snapping like that.
He's snapping, and just to get him to the AC. But what's crazy about that? If the Warriors get in the playoffs, that means the Mavericks win, and that will kind of make it look like Luka was overrated last year. Like you got a kind of team with him. He got Zingis. He got shooters with him. So it's like the numbers is always exaggerated in today's NBA. The 29-9, or everybody can get that if you hold the ball 75% of the game and shooting and passing. You better get 20-10, but it's like that's why it's all about the W nowadays. I kind of like where the NBA at. Me and Chris was talking about it the other day, how it's even. Almost every team in the East can make the playoffs. I say except the Pistons, but almost every team got two. It's like NBA Jam again.
Yeah, the East always been like that though. The East always kind of been like a toss up.
Yeah.
So when
But
LeBron
I
was
mean, it was real top heavy when he was there. But
there.
but everybody else is kind of, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah,
get
it
in
could
where
be
you fit
anybody
in. That
number two.
I'm
Yeah.
saying, but it's a long season though. Season just started, so we got a long ways to go.
But let me
Would you
address
be mad
that
if they don't have
Steph
an
Curry
All-Star
though.
game?
Huh?
What you say?
I wanted to address Steph Curry. The
Mm.
Warriors is basically the light skinned Blazers right now.
Mm.
Because Damian Lillard had to ball out, drop 40s just to be eighth. So that's how I look at it. They the light skinned Warriors, and Wiggins is on the level of McCullum. You know what I mean? McCullum a little bit better, but I ain't gonna say super better. Draymond and Carmelo, and they both on about the same level. I mean, they basically both gonna struggle into the playoffs, but this is really gonna let you know who's better, Dame or Steph. That's where we gonna look at. But
Whoo! I kind of already voting Steph, but I see what you're saying though. You're not wrong, but I already know who I'm picking.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, the consensus is gonna pick Steph, but if you
yeah,
look at it, it's really a
it's
toss up.
yeah. Him, Steph, Kyrie, all the point guard. Russell used to be up there, but I don't know no more. So yeah, Kyrie, Steph, and Dame all look at each other like we both that boy. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, we all that boy. So I see what you're saying. I agree. But it's kind of how I say about Harden. They gotta get a chip. Lillard ain't gonna be able to say shit until he get the chip. Like we see it, but without the ring, people can paint whatever narrative, and that's
Yeah.
what I be hating about. Like, man, did you see that man's team? Who was he supposed? How the hell was Dame supposed to get a championship with them Blazers? And he got his moment though against the Thunder, just like
But is that moment enough?
on time will tell. It's now on Spotify. It was plugged. But what y'all think about Mark Cuban? I think he was down for his players. They didn't want to deal with the anthem at all, with the kneeling. They just wasn't playing it. They didn't even tell nobody. They just stopped playing it. And then finally people noticed after like 2 months, and he got fined, and they playing it again. And that's some G stuff. There really ain't much to be said about it, I guess. But I don't think many people heard about it.
Oh yeah, I think that made national news. You know what I'm saying, with him not playing the anthem no more. I thought he just did it one time. I didn't think he did it a couple of times, but I
Yeah.
don't know, man. It could be Mark Cuban wanting attention. It could be down for his players, but I don't know,
Yeah.
man. It's very controversial. If his players didn't want to do it, you know what I'm saying, if everybody agreed, like we don't got to do it, man, it's cool. But if you had like a split locker room, you know what I'm saying, that's something different. But
Yeah. It is what it
Mark
is at
Cuban
this
is
point.
like the most sensationalism owner that we got. He reminded me of Washington Wizards dude Dan Snyder. Like basically, I'm gonna do whatever I can do to make y'all look at my team. Like,
right.
but again, this take me back to that one argument we had a long time ago. Well, not argument, but a debate we had Draper where it was like, um, who was it? Nick Saban. We was talking about Nick Saban where he got out and marched with his team. Like, oh yeah, he did
Yeah.
it. Like it's good, but did he
Mhm.
do? What reasons did he do it for?
Right. I know what you mean. Exactly. Like, was he really supporting his team? Was he really trying to get attention to his team? Was he? Because I already look at Cuban as a borderline. Like he made comments about all American basketball players do is dunk and make mixtapes. So it's like I think he might grand acts of valor. That's what I think people call them when people do huge acts. Just no.
You see me?
Yeah.
Now you bring that up. I think that was probably all for attention. Like,
yeah. So it's cool if his players is happy about it for the time being, but I hate when people appease us for a higher purpose. My number one example of that is always Drake's God's Plan video. Can't stand it. I hated that. That nigga made that was the highest viewed video he ever had because he gave a few black people $5,000. He ain't even black.
And he did it at the youth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I peaked, nigga.
So
I started liking Drake after that.
It is what it is. So it's like people was mad at me, like, how you gonna question him donating money? But like, why did he have to film it? And why did he have to promote it? Like,
I felt the same way.
I mean, yeah, I mean, I guess for Drake, that's probably. I'm saying it was probably just to do something different. Like I don't think it was it was a clout thing. Like, oh, Drake gave $5,000 because I'm saying he probably do that on the regular.
I think everything Drake does is for clout.
That's what I was about to say.
I specifically think that music video was. I think, you know what I'm saying. I mean, obviously, if you're making a music video, you need views, you need eyes on it. You know what I'm saying? It was probably something like, let's do something different with this.
Let's give away 500,000 so we can make 5 million. That's what I think went through his brain. Like, oh yeah, you're right. And then we can write off that whole 500,000 we made and get it all back in taxes.
What's good, Larry? Keep him pull the moon around. I know. I get that's like doing it. That's like doing that in Florida.
You see, dude, our fan Eugene said, "Oh, thanks for watching." He said,
that's what I was talking about.
Yeah,
that's my boy Larry. I was like, yeah, that's like doing that in Florida.
Yeah, it's always. That's how I felt about my Tampa weekend. I learned a lot about the business, bro. It felt like I could see. It's just like it's different. It felt like see the ins and outs of how the business work. I just can see why Kanye went nuts, and it's like either it's sink or swim for real. Ain't nobody gonna throw you a flotation device. A lot of people. It's like business classes. They need entertainment business classes, because it's different out here. A lot of people want to be in the media, but like as far as rappers, actors, everybody, it was like wait, cutthroat. If you don't got a good coders, you probably shouldn't be trying to get out there because they're gonna use and abuse.
It's a real capitalistic society, but it's cutthroat, like you said. But there's a way. I'm saying there's a way. I'm saying, like you said, it's sink or swim though.
Perfect transition into my movie review for The Little Things. Denzel Washington stars in The Little Things with Dave Leto. You know him as the Joker from Justice League. Hey, that movie was nuts though. It's about a crazy ass dude is accused killer. And he's actually cleaning up, is accused of a killing that Denzel did, but he got it covered up and left his department. And his replacement was in charge of finding out solving that murder. He ended up killing David Leto, who was an innocent man. And by the end, Denzel and his
spoiler alert.
Trauma bond over killing innocent people. So Y'all go check it out. A lot of people did not like it, but it got 3 Oscar winners or nominees in the movie. So I think they came to do their thing. It's a narrative out there that the movie wasn't good, and it was great. The little things.
I had to check that out.
Well, it's a movie review. You was about to give the summary of the movie, man.
Like, all right.
Hey,
So the nigga opened the door, and I was like, "Don't open the door."
hey, but
And
that's
everybody died.
my-
The end.
my wife loves when I do synopsis of the movie. She she be like, go ahead, tell me your way, because I didn't tell you the real way. I told you the nigga way. So that should be lit. She'd be like, I might start doing that, just summarizing shows.
Like, so this motherfucker came over here, right?
old dude with the mitt. I don't know his name. He had the mitt, and he stole it, right?
Wow. It was shining and stuff. He had that shiny mitt. Remind me of Michael Jackson. Like,
Just like
Keep it
that.
but
Keep it organic as possible,
talking on
shit.
goats, I brought up Michael Jackson, and then you was talking about Denzel, and we was talking about Tom Brady earlier. Segue to my segment, top 5. And I don't know if y'all don't know what tomorrow is, but that's always been a national holiday to me. February 17th, Michael Jordan's birthday. So with that, leading into that, I wanted to ask, what's your top 5 favorite Jordans of all time?
Jordans, man, I'm gonna have
Michael,
to say Jordan.
mm.
Man, let's do plays, man. Jordan plays. Or we got enough
I
time.
was gonna do plays, but we gonna sit here and say, like, the one time when the nigga came down and he did the move, like, oh shit.
hey, it ain't no time limit on the show today. It ain't like Zoom. You Zoom those brokies that still podcast with Zoom. They got 50 minutes. We got unlimited time, so I want to do both. I got my top 5 Jordans would be the 11s, then the bread 1s, then the air blue 3s, and then the black and red 11s, and then the Bugs Bunnies, the strap, the white, gray, and red Bugs Bunnies.
I say the 1s, 12, the 6s. I go with the 3s, and maybe unpopular. Did I say the 12 already?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
He started with the 12.
But I'm always like the 1s though. I feel like you get those in any type of color. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, you can't go wrong with the 1s.
Yeah, that's true.
Favorite of all time is the 10s. Because when I was like 7, it was my first J's. And I remember sitting in class just reading the stats off the bottom of the shoe, like not paying attention. That shit was so gangster to me. Then I had to go with the 11s, of course, then the 1s, then the 12s, and then the 5s. The 5s is truthfully my, like, if I'm going to get any of the J's, it's going to be the 5s. They're so comfortable. I love the way they feel, and they just match my foot perfect. But since you want to do the top 5 plays, go ahead and start it off.
Okay.
That bug moving.
My number one Jordan play is when he it's a transition play. He take Kobe and then and then Kobe come back down and spin off of him and get a layup, and Jordan come back down and doing nastier and bent. Bow. So then number 4 would be when he made Tree Rollins fall with the in and out, and then he dunked on the rest of the Hawks. Boom. And then my number 3 would be when he I think I'm gonna go with just one of his hands and somebody turned around and cashed it. And then number 2 would be when he One of those. It don't matter
The
which
Lakers?
one. Just one of those. No, I hate that one.
Oh, you talking
It's
about the one where he
overrated.
turned around and flipped it backwards?
Yes, those. You know, when we hoop, I do it at least once a game, like once a day. Like if we hoop all day, I'm gonna get one off. It's just bad habit. And number one is the New York Knicks baseline, rise. You know, on Pat Ewing. That's my favorite Jordan play. Man, I love Jordan too much. It was like this man got 5 real plays.
No, I
That's hard
can
to follow.
give you the 5 real plays. My top play of Jordan is the Larry Bird in the corner where he hit him with the in and out scissors drill, boom, 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 then cash it in his face. You know what I mean? That's number one. After that would be the first 55 when he was wearing 45 when he came back. Like, cause like when he retired, I thought shit. I was damn near about to cry. I'm like, Jordan is over for. But then when he came back, I was like, man, like what? He back? Like that's all. And then when he hit 55, I was like, he back. So I remember watching that on NBA on NBC. Then I had to go to the flu game, even though he was just hungover. But we gonna say it's the flu game. And then I would
They
have to say,
poison my boy, man.
let me see. When he dunked on Dikembe and gave him the finger wag, that was iconic. And then I think I got one more. Oh, when he hit the 7 threes, and he gave him the shrug because everybody was trying to say that Clyde Drexler was basically him, but he can't shoot. Clyde can shoot better than him. So then he hit those 7 threes after that. And,
Babe, this is for you.
you know what I mean?
Everything.
I just like give you 2. The flu game, yeah, I like that, and the so-called push off. I'm saying that was
just you could get 5 plays of him destroying the Jazz itself. Like when he ripped Karl Malone, when he hit Brian Russell twice, he got 2 game winners on Byron Russell, and then the flu game. Yeah, he kind of just shitted on Utah.
Yeah, he owned them.
He took it personal.
Happy birthday, early birthday, Mike. Without you, a lot of people wouldn't know how to play basketball, and basically, a lot of people would be wearing some funny looking shoes.
That's fine. We just talk about that. How people always get on Kobe's. He stole all Jordan Bulls. I'm like, let's be honest. When we was all kids, we all tried to do one of our favorite basketball player moves, man. You know what I'm saying? But exactly. It's just crazy that Kobe is able to do that.
Mm-hmm. Right. He was actually able to do it at the highest level.
All right. If somebody do that, that's pretty. Well, it's about Jordan, but I guess
wait a minute. Because I hear a little. So you think Kobe better than Jordan? I heard a little bit of Kobe love over there.
I love Kobe. Kobe my favorite, but I'm always keeping 100. I'm always saying Jordan then Kobe.
Man, ain't nobody listening to the left side of the screen.
Hey, y'all see
I see the colors too. You don't made it a Lakers edition to whatever podcast, man.
Yeah, that's the yeah, Lakers boy. I'm a ride or die Lakers fan. I bleed purple and gold, but really brown and gold too. But yeah.
I'm always say Jordan, and then Kobe. You know
out of respect for your elders.
Yeah.
But
it ain't out of respect. It ain't out of respect.
But LeBron, Kobe, I get greedy with that. But
see, I got 2 ways of looking at it. I can prove it. I have statistics that prove it, and then I have variables to prove it. But I don't have enough to prove it to everybody. So I just go with the majority answer. Like, yeah. So it's like
you gonna be taking the Skip Bayless method.
yeah. It's like
Nick Wright. Nick Wright out here.
I can
got the
break
whole chart. So if you look at how many points he scored on Tuesdays compared to how many Jordan scored on Tuesdays, you know what I'm saying? He's actually a better player on this day of the week.
no,
I
this
would either.
is my
I'd rather say Skip.
This is why I believe Kobe is better than Jordan in my heart. It's just like I know I can't prove it to a lot of people, but this is why I believe it. So Jordan played in the expansion era of the 90s. Salo just hit us with the be like Mike era. So Jordan was so far ahead of his time that he was just shitting on niggas. The 2000s came and we all wanted to be like Mike. So then you had all the like Mikes came, Vince Carter, all the way up to the D-Wade. And then you still have to play the old niggas Jordan was shitting on, like Reggie Miller. Kobe got 5 rings on them niggas. He played Jordan and Bron and got 5 rings in that time span. And yeah, that's really all I needed. Go ahead.
Okay. So he got 3 of those rings in that 2000 time period with Shaq, right?
Yes.
Now, what's the one thing that all of those teams that Kobe played against didn't have?
A center.
Or an answer for Shaq.
But
because Indiana had old Rick Smits, who was in the league 13 years. New Jersey had Todd McCullough. And I think Todd McCullough even played for the Sixers when they played them too. So it was like,
that's the only reason Shaq. That's the only reason Shaq got MVP. And the perception early was that he carried Kobe. But my thing is, if you replace Kobe with any other guard in that era, they lose because they can't get 20 and that amount of shots with Shaq on the floor and also play the defense that was needed to win the championships. So I think he earned them 3. There was no caring. There was a dynamic duel. The first year, Kobe's points per game was lower, but people always forget that he sealed game 3 and 4 in the finals versus the Pacers when Shaq fouled out. So it's really
and Kyrie hit the shot.
What y'all? Oh yeah, before we go, Beyonce dropped new Ivy Park pictures on Instagram. Beyonce dropped bathing suit pictures on Instagram. Breaking news: Beyonce dropped pictures in a bathing suit for her Ivy Park brand on Instagram.
I think Rihanna dropped some pictures too.
Rihanna.
Oh, they on that Jay-Z Nas?
They work together. Yeah.
Nas used to talk to Rihanna for a quick second. He was like, yo, he keep messing
Go ahead, drop it. Drop it. Go ahead, drop the picture.
yo.
So it's been a good episode. Y'all got anything before we head out?
Yeah, quick whatever segment. I guess whatever or not. The daughter of the blacksmith who designed the Super Bowl trophy. She wants an apology.
Silversmith. She kept saying
my
that.
fault. Silversmith.
I was like, what the hell is a silversmith? I never even heard that shit, but she kept saying that.
Yeah, she got me saying it, man.
Hey, I thought
anyway, she wanted an apology from Tom Brady because she felt like he abused the trophy by tossing that bit across the board.
I thought it was the daughter of Jocelyn Bardry, not the daughter of the person who just sculpted. Like kiss my ass, girl.
Yeah,
Like,
he just scoped it. He didn't scope that one. He just designed it.
right. Like, what journalist asked her that? Who saw her?
Well,
She's a Florida woman.
can I play devil's advocate real quick? I mean, let's say if your dad's a chef and like you make a dope ass steak, like he made some filet mignon, and then he take it to the table, and then he put ketchup on the steak. Like everybody gonna be like, "What the?" Like she felt disrespected. Like he just basically put ketchup on my daddy's steak, so she felt butt hurt. So I understand why she mad, but he ain't about to apologize.
Hey, she was tripping, man. That's whatever. She need to get out of here. He got 7 of them bitches. If it wasn't for Tom, he keep your daddy in business.
Yeah, I was saying it ain't your trophy though, man. That's his trophy now.
Right.
Yeah,
You designed it for us.
Yeah, I think she just wanted attention. That's it.
Yeah.
Karen.
Whatever.
You got another whatever?
I don't want to get into politics though. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
We can always get into I always dive into politics.
We'll let y'all. I guess. Whatever or not, Donald Trump beat the second impeachment trial. He made history by getting impeached twice. And by beating it twice.
That's crazy.
So, Raymond, I got a deep dive on this real quick.
Me too.
This just made Donald Trump even blacker. Like, first off, he was on everybody mixtape before he became the president. Like, everybody was like, "Oh, I want to be rich like Donald Trump." Like, you know what I'm saying? He popping Cristal with rappers. Like, he's kicking it with Lil Wayne. Like, he was trying to get his black card. Now he done actually been to prison and beat two charges. I mean, not to prison. he beat 2 charges. You know what I mean? Like,
beat the case.
What more can he do? You know what I'm saying? He like Snoop right now. Murder was the case. He beat it.
No, that's what my deep dive was about to be. So it's kind of important because even though he won, he didn't get impeached. It was a bipartisan vote that they almost Republicans did vote him out, and last time none voted. So the thing is that was important was that Mitch McConnell stated that this nigga needs to go to jail. So
yeah.
I know, I seen that.
We saying that he can't sitting or former presidents can be held accountable for things they do. So now Mitch McConnell saying that is giving them leeway to actually go after him in the separate states that he are in. He did stuff in. So that means in New York, they about to go after him for his taxes again. And then in Georgia, they about to go after him for the phone calls he made to the governor about how he needed 11,000 votes. And much more than we have. So,
like, hey, man, you can't bring out no more votes or nothing, man. You ain't got no more slips back there.
You can't find them? Come on, man. Help me out. 11,000. But I know the funny thing is, man, you got, I guess, to put a little, to not make them seem inhumane, shoot, you had presidents in the past that are real war criminals, man. There's a lot of them motherfuckers that need to be in jail, like legit.
Yeah, especially Bush. Well, shit, Trump should be in jail for what he did to them Spanish kids. Last time we did the pod at the barbershop, not the barbershop, when we did it at Cloud 9 and the cameraman was there, he was getting some stuff off that I couldn't rebuttal because we was in a Spanish environment. It was like 12 Spanish homies with him. And he was like, this is just a rant. I'm sorry. But he was like, yeah, only neighborhood, that community that don't own all this stuff is black people. And I was like, yeah, I kind of looked at all over like, it was like, check me, bro. Like, hold me back. But the thing about that is because we actually do. they're in cities like Atlanta, where we got black doctors and black lawyers. That's where the community's at. In DC as well. And they're all over the place. Ever since I joined the black fraternities, man, I done met so many black doctors, man. So it's like we're spaced out. We have our few communities, and then when we did have our communities, they were destroyed, like Black Wall Street and Oklahoma, and it's many others. That's just one we always use. But yeah, Trump need to go to jail. They say Obama and Benghazi kind of was fucked up, and he could go to jail. We know Bush could go to jail. Clinton, they trying to get him in jail now.
Yeah, they trying to. I think every dirty. Yeah, both they had. Well, that one of them's dead, so
Yeah,
yeah, go to jail.
Yeah,
I'm saying, yeah, those are some real thugs, boy. You want to talk about gangsters? Shoot, look at them niggas.
gang banging. But yeah,
That's crazy though. They talking about
Don't forget about the Kennedy.
Go ahead.
We're gonna go all the way back.
That's crazy. Ever since oh, the Kennedy's dead, man.
No, but I'm just saying, like when we was talking about how bad they was, like shit, they basically their whole money came from bootlegging. Like their whole family was bootleggers. Shit. Even John F. Kennedy for a moment when he was younger was a bootlegger.
That's how all millionaires in this country really is made, is by you got to do some dirt. Like Hov, Jay-Z showed us the way.
Yeah, they got to do some dirt.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Caught it.
Thank y'all for tuning in to the Whatever Podcast. If you watching this on YouTube, you hit and like the subscribe button. You watching this on DS News, share it. You watching this on the Whatever Podcast, like and share it. It's 1K Concrete. That's Solo's YouTube. That boy is doing numbers. Next week, we coming back at you with Chris LaRue's new spinoff. We call that Attention. So y'all better tune in. And then listen to us on Spotify and Apple. This Saturday, your boy, me, coming through with Kevin, Kenny, Anderson. I'm going to do it live. So check us out. Holla at your boy.
Bang, 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 bang.